So we don't always know how healing will show up. Healing is non-linear, sometimes very mysterious. In sessions I've seen clients on the edge of like this idea of dying, and I say go ahead and die. And they die in the vision, they come back like a lot more alive because they don't have to spend their whole life resisting this dying thing. Healing is paradoxical because sometimes to live you die, right? You go into the place you fear most, and that's what you need the most. And likewise, so the rewards don't always show up in the way that we would expect. We get what we need rather than what we want. We can create what we want out of what we received, which we needed. So I had a client that wanted to be promoted at her tech job, and after I worked together, she quit her job entirely and moved to India. So not good for my business model because she was gone. However, perfect for her. Another client wanted to go wander the world. That was his lifelong dream. I'm going to go wander the world and be this person that's always on an adventure. And then instead he settled down and got married after we cleared some things. So do you see, the things we want often arise out of our own wounds rather than our essence. So to get clear on what we actually want, we need to set some of those wounds aside, set some things we're holding on to, set those free. So I try to be clear. I know you want this thing. Let's clear some of that debris and see how it turns out, right? I don't have attachment to the outcome. Do you? What if I said, to get promoted, you have to commit to repressing half of your wounds and never healing that side of yourself. So you can get promoted and you'll be half alive human, hurtling toward a disease based on the shutdown energetics on one side of your body. Would you say, okay? I don't know. Probably not. When someone wakes after a clearing, like comes to, they sometimes notice that the world is different. I've experienced this as like colors are different, flowers are different. Things manifest more directly and quickly. What mattered before doesn't matter now, and what was not even on the radar is suddenly important. And that's why you're here, to fulfill your life's purpose, however you want to frame that. And wherever you think this purpose descends or comes from or wells out of. To live the most life possible, to love and be broken, to succeed and to fail, to continually carve out the perfect life out of these little clues, perfectly imperfect. I say perfect as in the work of art. It's your life, and honoring this fact that it's your life and you get to create the meaning out of it. You get to create the structure. That's a profound revelation. As Mary Oliver wrote, tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? And let's counter with John Lennon's quote. Because that one quote, it's a plan. You could live planning your one wild and precious life forever and never actually live it. Life is what happens to you while you're busy making other plans. John Lennon, right? So the process of planning, seeing those plans eroded, God laughing at those well-laid plans, and then rerouting based on what we learn. I do a lot of this as an entrepreneur, and we can learn this and do this in life. And as an artist, there are certain arenas where we can practice this. We need to continually make time and make space to check in and see that we need to reroute and see what's working and see what's not working. You're doing that now, so that's great. I want you to commit to doing that at certain milestones or times in the future, either with me in calls or with someone else, or whatever you need to do with your journal. As Kierkegaard wrote, life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forward. So we must take these moments in the present to kind of gather the understanding from the past so we can apply it to the future. So remember to embrace this paradox of healing. Do that thing you're afraid to do. Pinpoint that shadow in your life and go right into the center of it. The thing you fear the most is sometimes the thing you need the most. So enjoy the ride, and I'll see you again soon.